Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Rheinmetall Skorpion G. It's a Tier 8 German tank destroyer, a premium tank destroyer at that, and it's located on the south spawn of Mountain Pass under the command of Clan Mo. Now, it's based on a Panther chassis. It's got a 128mm Kanonen, which is, as you know, an Arty gun, but it's an Arty gun mounted on a tank destroyer, and it can do 490 alpha with one shot, penetrating up to 246mm of armor. So it's a very effective killer, but it's got a poor turret traverse, and well, the Panther armor is not that great. I'm afraid it will let most shots through, so you really don't want to get hit if you can help it. But it's a very efficient long-range sniper and killer. Okay, battle has started, and Clan Mo's taking it off to, well, the west side of the map, and he's rushing to get into a position so he can actually snipe on any enemies that come around that corner. Nobody's been sighted so far, and he hasn't had his sixth sense go off, so it looks to me like no one's seen him. And he also might be going to this corner so he can snipe at anything that comes into the bowl and across the bridge. This is always quite a good position to go to, because if you haven't been seen, then you can shoot at quite a few enemies. And there's an EBR. Now, I'm not sure if he's actually got a shot on that EBR at the moment. I don't think so. That ridgeline will prevent him, but the Centurion's getting shots on him. He's got the gun depression to do it. Unfortunately, the Skorpion only has 7 degrees of gun depression, so it's not great at doing this sort of thing. Centurion's got much more gun depression. I think it's got about 10 degrees, so he can easily get a shot. Okay, well, Clan Mo's having to go forward to get a shot with the EBR, but look at that! Just wipes him out with one shot, but he was seen when he fired the gun, and you can get hits using Arty on this position, so he's going to have to move just slightly to get avoid any return fire from the Arty. There's 2 Arty on the enemy team, an M40 and an S51. It's a tier 9 game, by the way, so we're not top tier. And there's a convoy coming down the ice road along with a couple of other enemy tanks. So I think that Clan Mo's decided that discretion is the better part of valor, and he's actually returning to his own camp. And there's a bit of a ding-dong fight going on there, because there's a huge number of his own team there. And that Oni seems to be holding off an enemy SU-100M1 on the bridge road. So, what's he going to be able to shoot at here? I think he's decided to get high so he can shoot down on the enemy. This sometimes can work. The only problem is you don't want to over-commit, go over the edge of the cliff and end up having to fly down the cliff at high speed, because that can ruin your day. Many a video where somebody's leaned over the edge and then gone flying down. Well, let's see, there's 4 enemy tanks he can shoot at, and I think the first one he's going for, if he can get over the edge, and he's been spotted by them, going for the convoy. Oh my god, he took him out with one shot. Very nice. Long reload, 10.75 seconds. Well, long-ish. This is a 128mm gun, remember. ST1 looks like the next target. Can you get over the edge? We're losing quite a few of our team, but we're going for the ST1. Oh, wow! That's a high roll. 508. It went straight to the engine deck of that ST1. He had no chance of surviving that. Went straight through the top armor of the tank, which is the weakest. And there is an AMX-30, and he took a big hit, but it's a low roll. 424. Going to need at least another 2 hits on him to take him out of the game, and unfortunately we've lost all our teammates except for the T69 and the Yak Tiger. Nobody's decided to come up the cliff. Maybe that AMX-30 might, but if he does, he's going to get a nasty reception, and of course we can still dive down the cliffside to avoid any fire. Yep, they're indicating somebody might be coming up. There he is. Now, gun depression. Oh, still got one into him though. 518, and that's a high roll. The AMX-30 is now one shot, And in fact, he's been hit by the Type 59. We're almost reloaded. We could go down and finish him off. And we don't need to because the Type 59 got him. Now, where's the enemy Type 59? Just behind our Yag Tiger, giving him a lot of trouble. Oh, not anymore. That saved the Yag Tiger's neck because the Type 59 was behind him and could have killed him. But we put a shot into him on plan mode. He's now up to 2.245, well, 2,000 hit points. And now we've got an SU-100. We're loaded, we're ready to go. Go for him. Yes, he's out the game. Nicely done. 258 hit points there. So, 5 kills so far. If he gets one more, he gets a top gun. He's having a really good game. Good games in the Skorpion can be a lot of fun, I can tell you. I've had a few, and it's amazing the power of that gun. Being able to wield so much damage to the enemy in just one shot. Well, he's this is novel. He's going back to his own camp, and I think he's going to go around the ice road. Now, we don't know where the IKV-90 went. It's good possible that he actually went underneath the bridge and then came up around the ice road. So he might be around this corner trying to get to our camp. I can see what Fanmo was thinking. Yes, there he is. He is this way. Oh, he's got a 90mm gun. He's just hit us. But we put a big hit into him from 450. It's a low roll. He's going to get another shot in us. He does. We're not going to be loaded in time. Unfortunately, we have lost 485 or 75 hit points out of that game, out of that so far. We're now down to 675, but that's still more than half our health, 58%. So let's have a look and see if we can put another round into that IKV, take him out. Oh, we took another hit, and it slewed us around. But we take him out with a snapshot, and that's another 119, and that's our top gun. So, Clan Mo's going up the ice road. Now, there's an S51 and an M40, M43 at the base. If we can get those two, it's a Radley Walters, and it would also be a Pascucci's medal. But I have the sneaking suspicion that Clambo's actually going to try and aid his team by coming up behind the Oni and the Black Prince. Oh, the Black Prince has been killed. And they're moving on to the Oni. This is one of the problems with the Skorpion, is it is rather slow. In some circumstances where it's moving through water and boggy ground, it can be a bit, yeah, sluggish. Well, the Oni's been killed, so there's only 2 remaining enemies. If he wants to get that Radley's, he's going to have to kill both of the Arty, but he can certainly kill them with one shot apiece. And there's the S51, and he gets him. 112 hit points, gets him. Now it's just that M40 to get next. Hopefully the team will recognise that he's on a Radley's and allow him to get it. I know a lot of teammates, they do watch these sort of things. They can see that you've got 7 kills, and hopefully they will remember that you are after a medal and allow you to get the kill. I always mention it in chat if I can, to tell people, please let that player get the medal, because it's the only courteous thing to do to allow your team to get it. And there's the M40. He's up ahead, but we're gonna have to get closer. He's looking our way, so he's about to hit us. Oh, he's hit us, and we've only got 1 hit point left. Dialing in. Use the repair kit, the first aid, and he gets the Radley Walters and wins the battle for the team with 8 kills. Wow. And the Pascucci's as well. That was some ending, to end on just 1 hit point. And here's the end of battle result. It's an ace tanker for Clanmo in the Rheinmetall Skorpion G. He got a Bruiser Medal, a Duelist, a Fire for Effect out of the minor medals, but of the major ones, he got a Radley Walters Medal. He got 8 kills out of the enemy. He did the most damage of the team. He basically carried the team and saved their necks, so to speak, by doing so much damage back at the cap to the enemy team, the assault team that was actually coming in. He also picked up a Pascucci's for killing both of the enemy Arty, the S51 and the M40, M43, and of course the Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. Didn't pick up the high caliber for some reason. I think we'll find out why in a short while. Let's have a look at team score. Well, there you go, right at the top of the table. And the reason he hasn't got a high caliber? Well, that's very odd. You would have thought that he would have had a high caliber. He did get the highest amount of damage. He got 3,304 hit points of damage altogether in that game. The next highest scorer was the Centurion 7-1. He managed to get 2,923, and then the E75 managed 2,211. The best the enemy could do was their Type 59, the one that Clan Mo took out with that really good shot back at his own cap, the one that saved the Yag Tiger from being killed. 1,881 to him. When it came to kills, well, he got 4 times the next highest scorer, which was the E75, the IS, and the AMX-30 Premier, the S51, and the SU-100. He got 8 kills. They only got 2 apiece. And when it came to base XP, again, he's got the highest amount. So he's got a clean sweep at the top of the table, 1,302 base experience points. The IS managed 981 and the E75, 889. So let's have a look at detail report. There you go, look at that. 11 shots fired, 11 direct hits, and 11 penetrations. The power of that 128mm cannon is absolutely devastating. It is an Arty gun mounted on a TT, because the Germans called any Arty gun a Kanonen. So yes, if you're playing a Skorpion G, you are playing a self-propelled gun. That is true, yes. It may not be an Arty, it may not be firing indirect, but it is certainly very satisfying. 3,304 hit points of damage, all of it at close range. He received 3 hits from the enemy, and all 3 of them were penetrations, I'm afraid. And all 3 of them came from that IKV-90. He did receive 1 hit as a result of splash damage as well, and that came from the M40, M43. Left him on only 1 hit point at the end of the game. So he was so lucky to survive and get that last kill shot to secure his Radleys and Pascucci's. He hit 9 of the enemy and killed 8 of them. And on the credit side, he earned 94,433 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 75,219 credits. He received 1,953 XP. He completed a mission and got an extra 10,000 XP out of that. Got 195 because this is a premium vehicle, and took away 12,148 experience points altogether, which is a huge amount of experience from one game. But I think he'll be very, very satisfied to get that Radley's, seeing as he only have 1 hit point left at the end. Good splash shot by the M40, M43, but it wasn't enough to save him, and as a result, Clan Mo takes away the honours with a lovely ace tanker. So congratulations. If you enjoyed that replay, I certainly did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.